Hi, I'm RandomPinkBunny, and this might be my submission video for NSG. We'll just get started with a 3 and a 2 and a 1. This game has unskippable cutscenes.
As time slowly passed, the lands lay forever in beauty. Protected by him, the guardian of this world. A symphony, a magical melody, ensuring the world will have peace. His inspiration, his muse was always beside him. She fell prey to what she didn't understand while he worked upon his throne, thinking that and the dissonance had all
All right, so we will try to skip cutscenes where we can, but the cutscenes are musical. All famous musicians: Cradle of Filth, Sonata Arctica, Dragon Force, Arch Enemy, Epica, Delane, Amaranth. I think I'm missing one. They typically get introductions, but we'll be skipping those. So there is a cast list online for you to see who all the cool peeps are. There are 4 worlds that we, the keeper, have to help with. Each world has a protagonist and an antagonist, and we just help them solve their problems. We're just gonna skip some stuff by climbing up here. It's not really... excuse me. It's not really out of bounds as much as just climbing a mountain. And now we're gonna do a tutorial about karma. So we're going to be using karma to do like puzzles, make decisions, all that stuff. Only World 3 do we really need to worry about karma management, though. All right, time for some insane jumping skills. Oh, okay. You can lose your second jump if you make some type of movement mistakes, and boy, do I do that. So we're in for a ride. It's okay. Nope. Okay. That really messes with my camera lady. So we don't really want to trigger her, but it is not the most detrimental. But now she's ruined our music. All right, so we're just hopping through out of bounds to get to a different section of the game. She's our antagonist, and we're trying to skip a mini boss fight with her. Look at that, she's ruined our music. That's why we don't want to actually see her. I apologize now, it's no longer cool. Okay, so once again, we're going to pop out of bounds so that we can get to another area. All right, this area is sketchy because we don't have wings. We skipped getting them, but that's exactly how that's supposed to go. If I fall, I have to start over again, and it's about 2 to 3 minutes, I think, to get back. I will have to check on that timing. But anyways, there's supposed to be a wind tunnel here. It's actually here still, so we'll use it. Now we're going to do a thing that we do a couple of times in the run where we reload when we hit a save file. For different reasons, though. In this... Hang on. For this reason, we're doing it because it resets the bellows. This is supposed to be like a puzzle type thing where we maneuver along the bridge, but we delay the bellows, so he's all good. But we will do it a couple of more times for different reasons. So what we just did, the whole climbing the tree and doing the chasm jump is is definitely going to be our hardest part in general. The next part that we'll be doing, we're going to skip a boss fight. Mini boss fight, I should say. Here come the bellows. Oh, we still made it. Oh, 10 out of 10 for me. We're going to be skipping a mini boss fight with the protagonist here. And we're going to be going out of bounds to climb a tree. So it's all about climbing trees in this world. This is one of the bigger worlds. Now, we will skip the boss fight. That's fine. What we are going to try to do is trigger 2 cutscenes at once. It's not a big deal if you kinda don't get it, but it does save 30 seconds-ish to play them both at once. Otherwise, you have to listen to one and then listen to the other. So we'll just see how it goes. So right now we're on our way to get up to that area where we will go half out of bounds and through the tree and stuff. We might bonk our head on some branches here. Yeah, we just bonked our head. The camera hasn't changed though. Yeah, okay, so cool. All right. Now, this is the final bit before we go into the song area. It's like adaptive song stuff, so you make decisions that change the lyrics. And I can get more into that later. But that's what we're coming up on. That marks the end of each world. A little musical number. Okay, part's also a little harder when you don't have wings, but it's not bad. Alright, so we shall just go up here. Let's not be too cocky. Alright. It's not oh shit. It's not fast, but it's safe. And you know what we love? Marathon safe strats. Here we go. Double, double, double. Yes! Double! Okay. So, the first decision choice you make does not actually make any changes. So we'll just try to go for the shortest time one. Anyways, enjoy. So this one is actually about the same length. It's like 3 seconds off or whatever. So in theory, you could pick whatever one really works for you. I'll go with the faster option, I think, for now at least. I like the other lyrics better. Honestly, I probably would pick the other option even if it's slightly slower. It's cooler. Cooler lyrics, let's be real. That's the more important thing at a marathon. Alrighty. So the final choice is important, at least casually. Not really much for the speedrun, but part of the issue is that we just don't have enough karma for the infuse option, so we have to extract. So that makes our job way easier. Again, only World 3 are we going to worry about karma. But yeah, so infusing is like saving the world, and extracting is like kind of destroying the world. It's fine. Probably fine. All right. We're going to be moving into World 2. World 2 is the shortest world because we are on a down patch. That makes all the difference. Accidentally found that. Forgot I was on a down patch. Oh my god.
A desolate land full of wandering souls. The guide he stands and leads them through to be reborn, cleansing the spirits of all that corrupts their purity, taking its toll on their guardian's mind, ridden of anger and fear. It was relieved by a song so kind. A soul appeared, ready to cross, so foul of corruption. The guide, his spirit was torn. The greatest hardship he had ever worn. And he cried, and he screamed as he could not remember. The guide was overtaken when the dissonance settled in.
All right, so the story is that I had downpatched the game to an earlier version because I thought there was a problem with something in World 1. forgot that I downpatched, and then I was just kind of mucking around in World 2, and I accidentally discovered a really fun thing. That being said, World 2 is a little different from World 1. It is a tutorial world, to be fair. They will give you a little reminder thing at the beginning of World 2 about how karma works in terms of life. But so it's mostly just a lot of puzzling. The only boss fight is like our dissonance character. But no spoilers, don't worry. So yeah, it's a lot of puzzling and whatnot. This is actually the shortest world now, so you're gonna not see any of that. So there's no spoilers. Worlds 3 and 1 are the longest worlds. They're kind of built similarly, and then Worlds 2 and 4 are built similarly, and they are the shortest worlds, but 2 is by far the shortest. Please don't kill me. Cool. So because we finished World 1, the game gave us wings. So we have them now. That's going to be quite handy. It'd be hard to complete the rest of the level without them, methinks. All right, so this is like not necessarily out of bounds, but we're not really supposed to be up here. This is just dividing two different areas of the world. So take it as you will. But yeah, so I had downpatched and I was just wandering around near the entrance for where you do your boss fight. And I discovered that for some reason on this one particular patch, I didn't check the other versions, but on the patch that I had downpatched to, the ending trigger, like ending the entire world trigger, is just outside the boss area. So you don't have to go through all the fighting stuff. Excuse me, what's going on? Here we go. And that's it. That's all it is. The game automatically picks that we are saving the world, which is the opposite of what the guide wanted. That is like my favorite line. This story is inevitable. Anyways, so that's the end of Act 1. This game was released in acts, so it was released in 2 pieces. But if you paid for the game, you did get the second part for free, blah, blah, blah. So, World 3 is long. We're going to fight both mini boss fights.
The guardian rules with his siblings by his side. A brother and sister, one of them destined for unannounced, his time came. The father he passed away, who would be his rightful heir. He did not get to say, feud about the claim to the title of guardian and his grave. The brother he ruled from above, the sister from below, rising up the water she didn't know.
All right. So, this is the world where we are doing karma management. We need 10 karma, and we'll be able to collect most of them in the beginning parts here, so that's pretty cool. There is something I wanted to tell you, but boy, I don't remember right now. This world features T-poses because it's a vertical world, and the way we'll be moving in the world, oh boy, thank you, will really muck with the stuff a little bit. But that's fine. Time to collect some karma. There's plenty of opportunities for karma, even if we don't get all of them here. The heck did I want to tell you people? I'll remember at some point. Doo-doo.
I welcome you again to our realm, old friends. Protected by my master, heal the sun. With me by his side, a union almost divine. We will rid the world of this blood that comes from below. Guardian of the sun, he will be the one to bring those beneath the surface to the light. A cleanser of seas to bring them to the light by cleansing the seas.
Still have no idea what I wanted to tell you folks. It was related, but apparently not related to anything specific. Oh well. Anyways, so this is mostly a vertical world, which does play a bit of a funny part in like the way the level kind of works. A little bit different from how World 1 is. So we're just choosing to climb differently from how the game wants us to climb. We're honestly not going to see much of whatever they want us to be doing here. As if I remember. All right. That's a bit of a complicated jump if you don't know where you're jumping from. My two claims to speedrunning fame are from this game, World 2 with the patch, and then actually 3, I guess. I found something in World 3 and something in World 4, and oh boy, every single one of them was an accident. Well, I'll tell you guys about that as they come along. Alright, so here we are in uncharted territory. That means that there are death planes everywhere. But the main thing is we are currently flying down, again, vertical level, flying down to a save point. That's what it's called. Once we save, we'll reload, and then it will load. You see these orbs? They're supposed to be rails. So basically, we're just going to be loading the boss fight, essentially. There is an opportunity to soft lock down here, so let's not get that, eh? Gliding is very slow, but I'm trying to be very cautious. Okay, boop, boop, boop. So the bird goddess fight is predetermined, essentially. So we don't have to worry about anything in particular. It's just a memorization game. Here we go. Oh, but jumping with the keeper is a bit of a pain in the ass. You can't just like do it the way you would expect to do it. You have to like do weird timing of like pushing the analog stick and jumping. So if you see me jump in place, it's not intentional. Though I am jumping over items here. Hehe. This is a great place for donations, though I'm sure my commentator will also figure out other places for donations. This video game was made by a Dutch studio. They were like kids learning, like college kids learning to make games. Essentially, this is the only game that they have made collectively as a studio. But the rock opera musical, I believe, existed before this, which is why, like, it's not like we just kind of are like, yo, dog, here's a game, now let's make music for it. I believe the music was already made ahead of time. We're almost done with this. You can see how the world looks and how cool it is. All right, Tony's gonna save us. Save us, Tony.
Seize this display of violence. Unless you lack in faith and confidence. Are you the one that Father spoke of? Have you come to our aid, my sister? She suffers. She lost all control. She's rising up the waters. Help me, help her. I'll show you the way.
I did remember what I wanted to tell you guys. So we've discovered one thing since we did this, but we did do timing, and the cutscene musical song bits are longer than the actual run. Kind of almost like a 60-40 type vibes. We did actually manage to cut out a little bit of song, though, later. So that might be a little more closer to 50-50, but it is still wild that I spend more time just hanging out and listening to music. All right, so this is supposed to be our second time underwater, but it's our first. That's okay. The area we're about to go into, I did this for a marathon, and I did the classic, the keeper's floating, and I lost control of him, and he ended up out of bounds. And we had no idea, right? Now, for the marathon, I was just like, oops, I'm out of bounds. So I reloaded and continued on. But you can bet when I got home, I turned on OBS, and I recorded me mucking around. And I discovered a load trigger for, oh, hang on, please hold. This is important. Important being not stuck. I discovered where we can trigger this boss fight, mini boss fight that we are about to enter. And yeah, found that completely by accident, but that was fun. So that cuts out a little bit. It cuts out an introduction piece from Elise, who is from Amaranth. So she gets no introduction no more. So sorry. Didn't mean to. But you gotta cut out the songs where you can, you know? We're trying really hard to cut out gameplay, but, you know, again, the ratio is off. This is a very hard boss fight, I'll have you know. Okay, so again, they've been showing us that orange kind of gives life and purple taketh away. So he's trying to take our orange and we're giving him orange. Like healing a zombie in Final Fantasy, maybe. And we have to be careful not to die here. We could die here.
I should have known he
Nope,
was
nope, we're fine.
to be trusted. Sending you here to do his deeds. It is time to face my brother and finally settle this feud. The title of guardian is for me to claim. I will rise the waters, take down our father's grave.
Alrighty, so we're going into the big song bit. This is where karma matters because we are picking the shortest options. This is also where we'll see some T-posing, and I also can move during the cutscenes. It's a wild time. Keep your eyes peeled, and please do enjoy. I'll be rocking out in the background here. Oh yeah, technically we're supposed to have visited this spot already. So you'll see the sea god twice. Because, oops, loading.
Welcome, sister. Certainly it seems it's been a while since we found ourselves here. Yes, my brother. It seems time has divided us. It is good to feel the breeze of the air. I won't ask for your intentions, but you don't seem to have changed. Are you still not prone to reason? Several hours in the sun. Waste my time. You know why I came to collect what is mine. A
Ugh. Me taking care of everyone's problems? What about my problems? Right, so it is very fast to infuse in this one. Maybe not with my movements, but it is, I promise. Liz? There we go. Which button is which? Where am I? Oh, here we are.
You speak of the beast. Look what you dragged up from the dead.
Isn't he so cute?
Sister, you should choose your friends more carefully.
Tell me, brother, is this world you see all that you thought it would be?
Tell me, sister, do you still think of the day our father was taken away?
The only thing you hide behind is what father would have wished. He has nothing to say in this.
If you don't uphold
Incoming team pose.
To always blur his face.
if I look into his heart, it should be me who takes his place.
Father, the wisest I know. Why did you desert us and left me to suffer alone?
Doing a little dance.
Your eyes, the glow, it is the one you showed when you tore down our father's icon.
Okay, so we can infuse right away, but we want to wait because the game will eat our karma and then we won't be able to infuse. And oh boy, we want to make sure we can infuse. That would be bad. There we go. Worth the second we waited.
There's no place for you and me. A new age dawns, the rise of the sun. The truest of guardians will be the Father's Son.
So in order to get the secret song in the speedrun, the only difference you would make is you would change this decision. So you would get a longer song here if you pick the sister, but then you would unlock secret song at the end. But it doesn't contribute to the speedrun because the secret song happens after you end the timer. But for incentives, I like a bid war better, so that's why I don't put secret song as an incentive. All right, World 4, second shortest world. I don't remember anything about it.
From the heart, the veins weave as one. The center of the world, he'll become. And Lord, were his children ready to flourish and grow, forever strong and proud they dear. Always hungry and
All right, so this world is in two pieces. The above layer, like the surface of the world, and then the below layer. So the above layer, you do puzzle to unlock the world below. So we will do that. After that, I have no idea. I don't remember if there are boss fights. I know there's like at least a puzzle down there. I don't remember anything. But what I will tell you is that the general big song that they do at the end is really, really good, and I highly recommend you people look it up. And I absolutely forget who sings in it, but don't worry about it. It just sounds amazing. Just trust me, okay? I miss the song that I don't get to listen to on a regular basis. All right, so we're just going to be activating... oh dear, I hit the post. That's not saving time, that's wasting time. Okay. So we could skip this, but then we would have to do like a reload, and it just ends up not saving really any time. It's about the same time. So we've actually had that happen in a couple of instances where we thought something was faster, but then it doesn't work out the way it does. So, you know. I don't think there's a particular way that matters the most in how you do this, but this is the way that we have opted to do it. I do know that we have checked it a couple of times every so often. I do remember doing it differently at one point, but anyways. This is the classic, try not to fall down, otherwise you waste time. You do not need to worry about that. So, we're just going to extract all the rings. And then we don't have to worry about, karma managing. Okay, thank you. This is a good time for any talking of any sorts that isn't related to me, apparently. In case you were wondering. Please give me all the karma. Alrighty, so this is also a thing I discovered by accident. I was playing this level and my my game froze, and in a panic I just mashed dash, which meant I discovered a faster way to get out of bounds. It's not too bad. We already knew how to get out of bounds, but it's just a little bit of a shortcut. So you just fall and then jump and then dash, and haha, we're where we wanted to be, but faster. You guys don't probably understand that because you don't remember the previous version of the run, but suffice it to say, now we're gonna just fly into this orb. Don't worry about it. This is why I don't remember anything about this level. Like, what is even going on? And we fall. And, okay, orienting myself a little bit. Oops, excuse me. I didn't realize it was going to be that drastic. Okay, we don't want a hard land. Oh, okay. All right. Now, where is my... There it is. And here we go. And that's the end of World 4. You don't even get a song. But you have to do all the puzzle at the beginning. So that's why World 2 is a little shorter than World 4. Anyways, this is World 5. What is World 5? World 5 is the area we're not supposed to be in. But you don't know that because the Destroyer doesn't tell us that in the speedrun because we don't get her and we skip all that anyways. Details. We have a new... a new trick. I call it a boingy boing. It's like a spring. And we're just going to use it to go places. This is the next big skill thing, I guess you could say. Because we're gonna go out of bounds. Okie dokie. We're gonna go out of bounds. I promise. And then we just have to make a couple of... They're not bad by themselves, but we just have to nail a couple of things. That's all. This is one of them. Boingy boing. Can I make it? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. We hit the save point, so it's not the biggest deal. But, you know. Alright, playing it safe. Okay, cool. You know when you have options and you always do one, and then for some reason when you're doing a marathon submission recording, you do the opposite, and then you have to wonder about your life choices? No? Just me? There's the creator. He wants to greet us, but we're not going to greet him. We're going to go to this rock. This rock. Oh boy, let me tell you about this rock we're flying to. It's a very important rock. But you won't see that right away. Just trust me, in like 2 minutes, you'll understand why the rock is very important. It's very important that we land on the rock. We did hit a save point before we started flying, so that's good. It takes a while to fly to the rock, you know? We want to make sure we land on rock. All right. And up, and fly. Okay, so... You see those things that look like our wings? That's because they are. That's a save point. The goal is to get to save point and trigger it. And then, this is the most recent thing we've discovered. Okay. We've discovered how to skip part of the song at the end, which means you guys don't really get to hear a lot of the cool battle between Simone and Danny. Simone from Epica and Danny from Cradle of Filth, that is. We do have to pick one of them at the end of the game. And that is what I think is the better bid war incentive, is to be like, all right, do you like Cradle of Filth or do you like Epica? Somebody vote. Vote for your favorite singer. Oh, please, let me fly. Okay. This game is very glitchy and very buggy. Can't say I'm a fan, but what are you gonna do? Am I right? Don't worry about it. No song for you. No song for you. And that's the important rock. You just happen to be on the rock and Danny smacks you, and that's very rude of him, if I do say so myself. Alright, we're coming up near the end. I really hope you guys enjoyed this ramble that I call RPB's speedrun of Karmaflow the Rock Opera video game. So what's gonna happen is we have to go make a choice. Are we picking Danny or Simone? And when we make that choice, that's when the speed run ends. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed your time watching this. It's been quite a ride. I certainly will give a good estimation of what it would look like if I did a lot of mess ups, but in the end, that's it. Thank you for coming. I'll see you all next time. Take care.